So about 5 months ago, actually, on August 31st, 2021, I made a video titled "Why Did the Cavaliers Trade for Lauri Markkanen?" And it was a 4 minute video, pretty much me saying why Markkanen, Allen, and Mobley couldn't play together and why they're all slow, and it's gonna be a bad fit, and why Cleveland's roster building makes absolutely no sense to me. Well, clearly I was wrong, as we'll get into later video, but the Cavs are a pretty good team this season, and I got some hate comments, and I'm gonna have to take my L. I don't think anyone saw the Cavs being this good, so let's just get into some of these comments. We have one from Henry right here. Markkanen is a great fit with Rubio, Garland, Allen slash Mobley, and Okoro. Not so good with Sexton or Love. This is an interesting take because Markkanen just, I guess he wouldn't fit with Sexton or Love because Love's just a better version of Markkanen, and I guess luckily or unluckily, Sexton's out for the season. He got injured early on, so that lineup has worked perfectly for the Cavs. So I mean, he hasn't been that good this season, Markkanen, but Henry, you do have a good point. Another comment here from Brett Pardon. He says, "This didn't age well, huh? Allen is one of the best big men in the NBA, and Evan Mobley is on his way to Rookie of the Year. And yes, the East got better, but the Cavs' jumbo starting five is giving the league fits now, and the Cavs are playing like a third or fourth seed in the East now. Glad this dude isn't the Cavs GM, and we'd be bums again with the same team and Larry Nance Jr. playing average." Well, Brett Pardon, could you please pardon my take? But anyways, I'm very surprised that you ended up being right. You did comment this a few months ago, so it wasn't before the start of the season, but I'll give you the slack since you're a Cavs fan. And you're right, I'm not an NBA GM, and I shouldn't be making moves, but I still don't think Markkanen is the right player to play your small forward next to Allen and Mobley when they play together. But you know what? You're kind of right. So let's just get into another comment. So another one from Daryl Williams 1 month ago, not the Chiefs running back. He says, "Shows how much basketball knowledge you have." And Daryl, I'm sorry, but there's no way you could have predicted this. The Cavs are like a fourth seed in the East, and there is no way you thought this entire team would work out. I mean, Vegas had them at 27 and a half wins. So, yeah, they were not projected to be good. I don't think we saw Jarrett Allen and Mobley being this good together. So these Cavaliers are pretty good. Well, actually, no, not these Cavaliers. These Cavaliers, they don't need LeBron James. I mean, this is the first time since 1998 where they're actually going to make the playoffs without LeBron James leading their team. Sean Kemp was the leading scorer on this Cavs team in the 1998 season, and that was a long time ago. That's when The Last Dance and Michael Jordan was happening that season. So it's been a while for Cleveland, but it's time to talk about how good this team is this season. So, I mean, I'm back. I'm showing my face, and this is kind of interesting. I'm not hiding from the haters, but let's talk about the Cavaliers. I'm here to praise them now. So, I was wrong about them. I'll admit it. I'll take my L. So, Colin Sexton's out for the year, and this team is still really, really good. And the reason why is they're fourth in defensive rating. So, they're fourth in defensive rating, and so they were 26th last season, and JB Bickerstaff pretty much has installed a defensive mindset in this team, which is really good. They're 35 and 23 right now, fourth in the East, ahead of the defending champion Bucks. I'm not sure if they would beat them in the first round, but because they don't have enough talent or experience, and it's the Bucks, they might make the finals again. But nevertheless, it's still a fantastic season just getting to the playoffs. As I mentioned earlier, they were only supposed to win about 28 games this season, and they're doing much better than that. But let's talk about the players in this roster, why this team is running so hot. Darius Garland, point guard. I mean, every great team needs a point guard. He's a big catalyst of that. 20 points per game this year in his third season, 8 assists, 47% from the field, about 38% from three, 18 PR in his first All-Star appearance. He's been one of the main reasons you need a good point guard in the NBA. He can shoot, he can pass, even play some decent defense. He's been fantastic this season for the Cavaliers. And Jarrett Allen, Jarrett Allen traded from the Nets, averaging 16 and 11. He's having a career year, 23.1 PER, and he's first in the NBA, in the entire NBA in defensive rating, which is 103.6. Him and Garland have been a great pick and roll duo, and right next to Jarrett Allen, who I mentioned earlier a little bit, Evan Mobley. He's been a great player this year. He's first or second in the rookie year race, averaging 15 and 8, 16 PER, and he's third in the NBA in defensive rank. So that's why the Cavaliers are fourth in the NBA in defensive rank. They have two guys in the top three. Mobley's rating is 104.3 or 104.5, and Markin, who I did roast last video, he still isn't that great. He's shooting only 34% from three, averaging 13 points per game. So he's been pretty good. And six man Kevin Love, 14 points per game on 7 rebounds, 39%. He's taken a back seat to that six man role, and he's been great. 21 PER. Ricky Rubio was an awesome veteran backup point guard. He had that one crazy game in MSG this year against my Knicks, where he scored 37 points. So that was kind of crazy, and now they have Rajon Rondo on the roster, and he's been, despite him not being that great of a player anymore, he's a veteran leader, and he watched film with Darius Garland, as you can see here. So that is pretty cool, and he's just teaching the young boys there. Okuro's been a contributor. Dean Wade, another power forward that can shoot threes, is sort of like a mini Markkanen, but this Cavs team, I'm very impressed. They're fun to watch. They play defense. They run the floor. And they don't even have Colin Sexton. So that's just crazy to me how good they have been this season without Colin Sexton. They have a big decision. I would pay Garland before Sexton. You saw Garland take the leap this year. Sexton coming off an injury. Maybe they'll let him go. I'm not sure if the Sexton-Garland backcourt can work. They don't really need him. Evan Mobley has been great. So, yeah, the Cavaliers, I admit it, they are really good this year. I never saw this coming. I responded to some of your comments. And please, as always, please like and subscribe for more content like this.